Hi friends, Jake here. Today I'm giving you a look at the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. I had the lucky happenstance of getting to stop there for a few hours during a recent trip further north into Canada. So come along with me today and see the beauty that is Niagara Falls, some of the offerings available, as well as a trip into the falls on the Niagara City Cruise, previously known as Maid of the Mist. All of this and more today on This Happy Place. Hi friends, just me today. Made it all the way up to the Great White North, although honestly it feels an awful lot like Pittsburgh today. Today's not joining me, I'm here with my friends for the next few days, but on the way further north into Canada, we decided to stop at Niagara Falls, which is, though not officially, the internet voted 8th wonder of the world. I was here once when I was a kid and I don't really remember anything, so we're back. And I'm going to do my best to show you all of the important things that you need to do while you're here, and the best way to go about doing it. So, stay tuned. We parked at the Falls View Casino and are making our way out now, so I'll show you what awaits us just outside.
So as you come out through the bottom level of the Falls View Casino, through the food cart area down past the escalators, you basically come out overlooking the falls area, which is, frankly, even from here, pretty impressive. It's a really neato building to look at. So close. It's like the air already feels more humid, and it just looks like so much water. And you can hear the roar of everything out here. Falls, baby. So close. Gotta figure out how to get there from here. Man, that is awe-inspiring. Okay, so if you are parking at the Falls View Casino, you want to walk your way around to the side that's there. Let's see, west. This feels like east side. It's the side beside that big rotating restaurant thing. Right there's about $20 Canadian, so what? Oh, this is like 15 USD. But that will bring you out to a very nice walkway with good signage to direct you straight to the falls. And when you come out walking down this sidewalk, you're basically eye level with the falls, and it's pretty darn impressive. So as you make it to the bottom of the hill, what you're looking at first is the American side of the falls, and then right on the other side of the border you have Horseshoe Falls, which are by far the better view on the Canadian side, so that's where we're headed now. Oh yeah, we're gonna need to figure out a way to do that. It's like a ghost ship coming out of the fog. We're going into it. One of the things I did want to mention was, as you get closer and closer to the falls, you do eventually run into Table Rock Center, which is sort of your all-purpose shopping / restaurant / attraction ticket purchasing place for your falls excursions. You can buy tickets to the journey behind the falls here, the walking tour that takes you into the tunnel that actually brings you out right at the mouth of the falls, as well as Niagara Fury and a variety of other attractions. That being said, there are small buildings on the way down as you walk down the hill towards the falls, where you can also purchase those sorts of attractions. Think of them like visitor centers, or like if it was like a national park, kind of the place where you would stop and get general information about the site you're about to see. You can purchase packages at places like that and save yourself a little bit of money. If you're going to be here for a couple days and you know you're going to purchase 3 to 5 things, you can purchase as a package deal and save yourself a little bit of cash in the long run. Just something to know. If you're stopping by for a short visit like we are, it might save you a little bit more money to just purchase those things individually like we're going to do today. So this is kind of what I was talking about at some of the kiosks and buildings along the way down, as well as here at... Oh God, what is this place called already? I forgot. Table Rock. It's called Table Rock Center. Oh, God. Okay, anyway, so including here, you can purchase these packages where for one price, you can get access to all of these various sorts of passes that are listed on the pamphlet here. However, something to note, what everybody knows of as Maid of the Mist, or now I think it's Niagara City Tours, is not included in these passes. They're sort of their own separate thing, and you have to purchase those tickets online. I've got a little bit of footage of that process being done, or at least of the website. So you can purchase those things online separately from all of these passes, but coming here and purchasing the pass will save you a little bit of money compared to purchasing all of these things individually, if that's the kind of thing you want to do while you're here. For those engineering nerds amongst you, if you're just here for the power station, we'll have a separate set of passes just for those. You can save 31% if you purchase the power pass and do the Niagara Parks power station plus the tunnel and power station at night. Or you can save 27% if you just want to do the guided tour of the Niagara Parks power station and the power station at night versus purchasing those things individually. As you toll through a very crowded Table Rock Center, you come basically past a whole bunch of gift shops. Very nice plant wall for looks. A little hydroponic action going on there. But pretty much anything you could need to refresh yourself while you're here. They do have an ice cream place in here, as well as kind of this is the gift shop that everybody sees from the outside. You come in, they have any piece of merchandise you could possibly want from the falls here. If it's coffee and a pick-me-up here after a day at the falls, they do have brew, cafe, and deli. The very inconvenient roof leak. Classy. You can also get your muffins, your cookies, your sandwiches, and all kinds of things like that here. And if that's not suiting your deuce, then you can come on over to Slice. Get your pizza and wings if you're looking for something a little bit more substantial. There's some other things here, but frankly, I've already basically knocked over a bunch of old people in the process of trying to film this clip, so I think we're going to cut it here because I don't really feel like making anybody mad in a different country. Today we opted to do the Niagara City Tours, the equivalent of Maid of the Mist tour on the Canadian side. It ended up being just about $30 a person USD when you purchase online. And when you purchase online, you get a 1-hour time window to show up. It is ever so inconveniently located at the top side of the hill, opposite the center where the rest of the packages are sold. So if you do want to do both, it might be worth pre-purchasing tickets online ahead of time and then going down and purchasing the package for specifically what else you want to do from that location. But for us, since this is all I think we're going to get in today, we bought them online and are making our long-ass walk back up the hill. They do give you a 1-hour time slot to show up during, and we purchased them just about at 2:15 in the afternoon on a Monday, and our time slot, our time window to show up was 2:30 to 3:30. So don't think that it's the kind of thing that you could potentially purchase and then lose out on an opportunity to do the tour if it gets too busy or anything like that. I would say it's moderately busy here today on a Monday afternoon. We didn't pre-purchase the tickets or anything. We basically walked in, saw what we wanted to see, decided we wanted to do this, bought the tickets, and our time slot was only 15 minutes later. So it's perfect. We're going to make our way there. At some point here, I'm going to switch over to the DJI because I can pop that in its little waterproof case. I don't want you all to get misty as you watch Niagara Falls pour down on us. So let me just stop you right there, Jake. It's been a little bit of a tumultuous event getting here and getting around to everything, figuring out how to navigate this little area. That being said, it's the first time I've been here since I was probably 10, and we figured it out okay. Just how to purchase the packages that you might want to take part in, how to buy the tour that takes you down closer to the falls if you want to do that separately. And for somebody like me who, I'm used to
cruising and theme parks, this is a little bit out of my element, so if I can figure it out, you certainly can. And I do hope that some of the tips and tricks that you find in this video help you if you're planning a trip to Niagara Falls. And if they do, please consider subscribing. Let us know what you have planned coming up in terms of travel, or if you've been to Niagara Falls recently, help the community out. Let them know what you found to be particularly helpful while you were here. So that's what it's all about, helping all of you find your happy place. Maybe you'll find yours here in Niagara Falls. Okay, one short elevator ride later into the depths of wherever we are, we hit another line. All that waiting. Still haven't got our classic boat tour ponchos yet. I guess they hand those to us at some point. You know I'm taking that stuff home and framing it. It finally happened. We got our tour ponchos that I've been waiting for so long. It's official.
I would say, does anyone get motion sickness? Yes.
It's everything I hope for. Okay, so initial impressions of the whole thing is it is exactly what you pay for. You pay roughly $30 USD to get on a boat and be taken right up to the base of the falls. And that's exactly what they do. You get on a boat, and like 4 minutes later, you're being drenched at the bottom of the falls. And you get really close. I will say we were there for a little longer than I expected to be. I thought it was going to be like a quick shot up and then got you out of there. Maybe on busier days it's like that. It doesn't seem like it's that busy of a day here, but we did spend enough time there that I felt it was worth the money, and it was impressive. At one point you were just completely surrounded by the waterfall. It feels like it's all around you. It's worth doing. And get more opportunity to purchase things you do not need. That photo that they took of you prior to entering the actual line for the tour, they tried to sell to you right as you get out of line and before you go back up the stairs to overlook the falls. There's also like a little shop there, a little coffee thing where you can get little refreshments and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this little area of the falls in terms of that specific tour. There's all kinds of other stuff to do. Zip lines behind the falls tour, a variety of historical things. I mean, you could spend days here, easily. You could spend entire days and have a great time here at Niagara Falls. Oh my goodness. Wow.
Now this is
This tiny little stretch of this street. This feels like the Las Vegas Strip. just like that. Made it back into the casino. We're gonna head back to the cars and get on with the rest of our trip. This was a fantastic day here. It's the kind of place where we could easily spend a whole day just doing the kinds of tours and experiences at the falls themselves. But there's so much else here. There's Clifton Hill, all that wacky like museums and miniature golf and movie land, and my goodness, you spend at least a whole day there. If you're gonna come to the area, Niagara Falls is cool. That's obviously the draw, right? It's impressive, it's imposing, it's very wowing to look at. And one of those things that, if you're making the trip to this area, it's one of those bucket list items that you should consider doing. But I'm not sure you could do everything here worth doing in 2 or 3 days. So if you're gonna make your way to the area around Niagara Falls, New York, Southern Canada, around Toronto, consider making a trip to the falls themselves. Check out Clifton Hill. You won't regret it. Stay tuned because we got some other experiences coming up for you to take a look at. We're going to have a lot coming up later in the fall. Larger events and some little travel things around Pittsburgh too. So make sure to stick around. Take a look at those. Hit the bell if you haven't already so you know when we post the videos. But until then, stay magical. Okay, pretend like this happened before we left. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. All right, try it again. All right, one more time. Note to editor. Not sure how shaky the last clip was, so I'm doing it again.
It's called Niagara City Cruises.
I'm not putting any of your voice in here.
That's rude.
I'm just using you for content.
All right, as you tool through a very crowded Niagara Center here, that's not what it's called.
Go for it. I didn't want to be able to hear. What?
Same guy.